Moving on, the next match was the Lucha House Party versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro. And as much as I love Claudio Castagnoli, seriously, you expect me to watch a match featuring anybody named Lucha House Party? Skipping ahead, Sasha and Bailey did a promo. Corey Graves interviewed him, and for whatever reason, it looked like he'd rather be at the dentist than do this interview. I don't know. I like Bailey. I've liked her work, and I've heard her do good promos. And this whole thing was the announcer and the two girls reading reciting a memorized script, complete with fake laughs. And I fast forwarded some more, and I got to Naomi versus Sasha, and I fast forwarded some more, and Asuka was in there.
Once again, Jim Cornette hates women's wrestling.
And I fast forwarded some more.
This is ridiculous.
And then Sonya. Sonya was there. Sonya was in the ring, and because I wrote it, looked like sorry, but it's my writing. I was writing quickly. Sonya was in the ring, and she was faced off. No, she wasn't in the ring. This was a backstage thing. It was every time I would stop fast forwarding, there'd be women wrestlers on my screen. But Sonya slapped, who's the blonde with the bad plastic surgery that I mentioned here several weeks back, and goddamn, all hell broke loose, and I was the worst human being in the world because I said she shouldn't have got her bad plastic surgery. What is her name?
Well, based on the qualifications you just laid out there, I believe you'd be speaking about Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke. Well, Sonya slapped old Dana Brooke. Her lips practically fucking slid right off her face. And I fast forwarded some more.
Awful.
And then Sonya Deville was in the ring doing a live promo. And I wrote, goddamn, are there any men on this roster? But she cut a fired up promo. And at least this was worth watching. On her friend that everybody in the country now knows that, has sleepovers with her, and they have girls' night and eat fucking s'mores together. But she's mad at her on television. But it was a good promo, and she said, fuck it. Let's up the ante and it's already hair versus, let's make it loser leaves WWE. So apparently, and I have stayed away from any SummerSlam news, even though it took place as we record this, 12 hours ago or whatever, last evening. But did someone not only get their head shaved, but leave town? Or I wasn't sure whether they dropped the hair versus hair.
I believe they did. I'm not positive, but they made it. Did. Yeah.
They made it loser. Well, didn't you want to see the hair versus hair between these girls that was advertised more than you'd want to see a loser leave town, especially when nobody believes anymore that somebody's going to leave?
Well, I think in this situation, someone wanted to leave and someone was going to leave. Based on what just happened the previous.
Well, then wouldn't they? Well, wait a minute. What okay, then spoil the goddamn thing for me. Who quit? Did one of these girls quit over this fucking deal that happened at their house?
I don't know if she quit, but Sonya Deville, at a minimum, is taking a break from WWE after this happened. And I can completely understand why she would do that.
Well, is she going to take a break from eating also?
No, she's going to take a break from being on national television where crazy fucking fans could potentially fall in love with her and come up with a plan to kidnap her.
Well, it's already goddamn happened. How's it go? Now's the perfect time for her to continue wrestling.
You can see how someone could be.
Wait a minute, it's like
that.
when I used to fly with Flair. That's the only time I felt safe being on a plane. I'm like, how many people be in 2 fucking plane crashes, right? It's already happened to her. Now she's good. What's the fucking odds now?
Well, first of all, we don't know what other correspondence she has or has not received from other crazy fans. But second of all, I'm sure you can understand her being spooked by this whole thing.
Well, yes, but to quit her fucking job when it didn't,
someone just broke into her house and at a minimum was going to kidnap her. He was prepared. He drove down from South Carolina, broke into her house, and thankfully she was able to get away with Mandy Rose.
Okay.
I can understand why she would say, you know what? I need some time for me right now. I'm freaked out. This was a really scary thing.
Okay, well then don't make it to stipulation loser leaves WWE. Because is she going to come back in 3 fucking weeks when she calms down?
Was it leaves WWE forever?
What now?
Was it leave WWE forever? I didn't see the interview.
No, but goddamn, if she comes back in less than fucking 6 months, it's going to be bullshit. Well, it's bullshit anyway. But if I was a fucking checkout clerk at Kroger and somebody, because of that job, wanted to fucking kidnap me and throw me in the trunk of a car, I'd quit Kroger. But once again, not when I'm a goddamn national television star making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. I'd get me a goddamn better burglar alarm and a big fucking pit bull.
With that said, I could certainly understand this happening and someone saying, you know what, I want to be off the grid for a while. I'm going to go to Hawaii.
Well, in that case, don't make a stipulation out of it. Who was going to get their head shaved?
I was thinking it was going to be Sonya Deville getting her head shaved.
Okay, well then do that, and then go off to Hawaii and grow your hair back. And then you fulfilled the thing that people wanted to see, what was fucking advertised. You take your break. You don't tell any. Maybe you get hurt in a fucking match, and that's why you have to have your head shaved, so you've got an out. And then when you come to your senses and realize, well, I'm still a major goddamn television star, and so I probably should not be a hermit for the rest of my life at this stage of my earning potential. Then she comes back, she's healed up from her injury and ready to get even for having her head shaved. But now she loses a fucking loser leave WWE, which is not as attractive in a girls' match as hair versus hair. And then when she realized, well, fuck, I need to come back and, I'm sure they would pay her for a while, but they ain't going to pay her for fucking 2 years while she studies to become a fucking nun somewhere in Bolivia.
We don't know what her future plans are. We don't know if she's planning on coming back.
Well, she was planning on having her head shaved on pay-per-view this weekend until just goddamn recently, so I don't think I'd be making any long-term decisions this quickly while in that fucking state of mind.
And when she decided that she was going to be leaving for, at a minimum, a good period of time, she said, you know what, I don't want to shave my head anymore. I can understand that,
well, that's the time you should shave you. She wanted to shave her head and then be on fucking television?
Well, WWE
besides,
gave a bonus payoff. Like
that's
Mexico?
Exactly. I swear. I was about to say, besides, what was her bonus going to be for what? No, these people today, a guy will shave his head for fucking anything, right? They shave it on purpose in their fucking homes. But no, I guarantee you, before this was advertised, they had someone agree to drop the hair, and it had to be, I would think, for a bonus, and it was probably instigated by the girl's idea to begin with. So yeah, she was going to get a fucking payoff for it, I'm sure.
Whatever she does, I hope she's happy and feels safe, and maybe we are lucky enough to see her again in wrestling, but either way, I just hope she just went through a pretty traumatic experience. I hope she's okay.
So go to Hawaii for a month, grow your hair, fucking convalesce from your injury, and come back when you're rested and relaxed, because you're going to make millions of fucking dollars. What else is she going to do? If she's in the public eye, she is who she is. She's going to attract fucking attention if she's in the public eye. So she's suddenly going to fucking, knit fucking socks and do quilting somewhere. All right. Anyway, great promo, Sonya. Nobody could believe it after reading the fucking newspaper, but great promo. Anyway, Firefly Funhouse teases came up, and I fast forwarded.